Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, it's been a couple of days since I made my last Dwayne Wade video. If you guys didn't watch the Dwayne Wade one, awesome video, one of my best videos I've made. Check it out if you guys haven't watched it. I don't think it hit sub boxes, at least that's what my friend told me. So if you guys didn't watch the video, you can check it out on the channel. But this video, well, it sparked a couple of days ago when I was thinking about who are the upcoming players in the NBA and the guys that I think will be quite good going into the NBA in a few years. There's a lot of high school players, a lot of college guys that seem really good. My next video, I definitely want to make it on Unported Jr. I think that guy is a beast. And LaMelo Ball, he's one of those guys where he's got so much hype around him. In this video, we're going to break it down. We'll look at the stats and we'll compare the two players. So here's why, just like his brother Lonzo, I think LaMelo Ball will make it to the NBA. And honestly, I think he'll be a star. And it's my opinion. That's it. The second thing is, I've been sick for a few days, which is why I might sound a little bit sick in this video, so I apologize for that, but let's get on to the video. It's not often that you see a 15-year-old dominate against guys much older than him. It's not often that you see a family where all three brothers have a chance to make the NBA. And truthfully, I believe LaMelo Ball could end up being the best out of the three. And obviously, that is an outlandish comment, but I'm willing to make it. I'll straight up say that LaMelo Ball definitely doesn't have the defensive game that his brother Lonzo has, especially at the same age of 15, 16 years old. And we will discuss the stats at the exact same age to compare them because, well, that's what the video is about. But yes, LaMelo doesn't have the defensive game that Lonzo has. He also doesn't rebound the same way that Lonzo does. But offensively, I think LaMelo Ball is a better player. And I think offensively, LaMelo Ball could be better overall in the NBA. His brother Lonzo just dominated the Summer League, winning the Summer League MVP and leading the Lakers to a Summer League championship. Although he didn't play in the final game. He did capture many fans around the world though, and he looks like he'll be one of the next NBA great players. The thing is though, for LaMelo Ball, it's too early to tell how good he'll be. But overall, when you break it down, his older brother Lonzo, at the exact same age as LaMelo Ball is right now, had a lot more flaws than LaMelo, who is still growing. He's listed at 6'2", and as of now, he looks like he'll be a really solid player. So let's compare them. In July of 2015, exactly 2 years ago, LaMelo Ball committed and followed his two older brothers to play at UCLA. At the time of the commitment, LaMelo was only 13 years old, and he also had never even played a single game of high school basketball. He won't graduate from high school until 2019, so UCLA fans will have more than 2 years to wait for LaMelo to arrive on campus. In saying that, the hype is real for this kid, because he is going to be a star. Obviously though, let's get into the facts and reasons why he will be a star, because just saying that he will be a star or just saying that he'll be a great player doesn't mean anything if the stats aren't there and he doesn't produce. But just like his older brother Lonzo, LaMelo Ball will follow through with the point guard role at Chino Hills and UCLA when he arrives. Being 6'2" at 16 years old is a great height to be, because being in the Ball family history, it shows that he's probably going to keep growing and be around 6'4" to 6'6", which is a really good guard height in the NBA, exactly the same as his brother Lonzo. And what I hear a lot of is that Lonzo Ball is a great player and deserves all the credit he gets, while LaMelo Ball and LiAngelo Ball are highly overrated by the media, YouTubers, articles, and other forms of media overall. People love seeing them play, but think that they're overrated, as they believe that they're insanely fun to watch, but their actual skills are not up to par. They meaning LaMelo Ball and LiAngelo, not including Lonzo. But I'm here to break it down and believe that this is not true. Is the hype on LaMelo Ball only here because of his brother and his father, or is he genuinely good? And hopefully after watching this video, you can make up your mind with an informed decision. When Lonzo Ball was 15 years old, the same age as LaMelo Ball today, he averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 blocks and 5 steals as a junior in 2014-2015, which, to be honest with you, those are some insane stats. That is why Lonzo has proven what he can be in the Summer League, and hopefully that translates to the NBA. In that same year, exactly the same year, the 2014-15 season, the same year where LaMelo Ball was playing with Lonzo. He played on the same team as in June of 2015, LaMelo Ball joined the Chino Hills High School at the age of 13 years old. LaMelo was mainly played up against opponents several years older than him, dropping 29 points in his first ever game. This means from the age of 13, Ball has been playing against players that have been much bigger, faster, and stronger than he was, but that didn't stop him. And now, as LaMelo Ball is almost the same age, not the same age, but almost the same age as the people he's facing up against, he's dominating and continues to dominate. Going off Sports Engine website who broke down the Chino Hills players' stats, LaMelo Ball is averaging 27.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, 9.6 assists per game, as well as 0.6 steals and 0 blocks. So when you compare Lonzo to his younger brother LaMelo at the exact same age, LaMelo actually seems like a better scorer, averaging more points and surprisingly averaging more assists, which is what Lonzo is known for, his vision on the court and feeding players to get wide open shots. But LaMelo at the exact same age, averaging more assists is pretty awesome. The similarities you can honestly see just by watching the two players play. When you watch LaMelo, you can see him get buckets, you can see him get dimes, run the floor offensively, just like his brother Lonzo. Because when you watch Lonzo, you can see him control the pace, run the floor, facilitate, score when needed. Of course, LaMelo is a different player when comparing them, and I think a lot of people forget that. A lot of people love to compare different players, just like the recent debate about LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan. A lot of those, people like the YouTubers and the media, they talk about these players but forget they are different. Players that are similar still have different traits that carry on because that's just who they are. So when you compare players, yes, they will be different. They may show a lot of similarities, but overall, LaMelo Ball is a different player. So when comparing them at the same age, Melo doesn't do what Lonzo does on the defensive end. Lonzo rebounds a lot better than LaMelo, so there are definitely things that LaMelo doesn't do that Lonzo does, which makes Lonzo one of the better players in this year's NBA draft. But you know what? LaMelo's only 15, 16 years old. He has time to improve. He has time to become a better rebounder. He has time to become a better defender. And even if he doesn't, well, the stats say that he is a better offensive player than Lonzo Ball at the same age. So yes, I do think LaMelo Ball is a great player, but of course I think he has to work on a few things in his game. And I do think that at this point, Lonzo is the overall better player, but it is something that LaMelo can work on. But the similarities are extremely noticeable. To understand that, LaMelo will be just like his brother in the NBA. At the age of 15, the high school phenomenon racked up an insane 92 points. Now, I think we can all agree it's not as highly ranked as it could have been, based on the fact that he didn't run back on defense and he cherry-picked for most of the game. In saying that, he still scored 92 points in a single game. And if it was that easy, wouldn't other players have done this more frequently? Plus, he was 15 years old. How many 15-year-olds do you know that could almost score 100 points in a single game? Just think about that and put it into perspective. Some people bash on LaMelo Ball, the 15-year-old kid, on his shooting form. Well, I'm going to counter that argument by saying yes, his release is a bit abnormal. The thing is though, people forget that just because he's playing with guys a lot older than him, he's 15 years old. By the time he goes off to college and hits the weight room, his shot is most definitely going to improve. Not to mention, you know who else has an abnormal shot? And frankly, one of the craziest shots we've ever seen in a very long time? His older brother Lonzo Ball. So his shooting form is not a problem in my opinion. So the final conclusion is that just like his brother Lonzo, LaMelo Ball shown signs of good on-court vision and is a great offensive player. In fact, he has a greater offensive game than Lonzo based on the stats. On the opposite side, the players that LaMelo is playing up against, yes, they're older than him. But the AAU competition he's playing up against is pretty low. In a way though, to counter that argument, in his recent encounter facing up against Zion Williamson, the SC Supreme team, LaMelo finished with 36 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists, while Zion had 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals. Now, I'm not going to compare LaMelo Ball and Zion Williamson, one because they play completely different positions, despite both of them being the star players on their respective teams, but that's what not made his performance great. It was the fact that LaMelo Ball was up against Devin Donston, a 2018 4-star guard, guarding LaMelo for majority of the game, proving that he can match and beat some of the better players entering the upcoming draft. So I think that by the time he's old enough to go to college, he'll be a one and done player, just like his brother, Lonzo Ball. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. That would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We are so close to 225,000 subscribers, which is awesome. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, links are in the description. If you guys want to subscribe for NBA content, we're making one on Michael Porter Jr. in a few days, so definitely stay tuned for that. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Peace.